And welcome back, everybody, to FS22 in Millennial Farms. We have finished soybeans and are swapping over to corn. How good's the harvest going to be? Let's find out. Alright, so we have both X9s ready with their corn headers on there. So we're going to get those across the soybean field here. Well, actually, let's do it right. Let's do number 1 first, and then number 2. Number 1, as you can see, 2's clean. So if you haven't watched the previous episode, I suggest you go back and watch it. Actually, it was a live stream that we did for this one. I did want to make an episode about it, and I plan on doing it. I've just been really busy, and this episode was supposed to come out Tuesday, which is today when I'm recording it. However, I was having an issue the other day with my with Premiere Pro, and I was not able to get the Tower Simulator 3. That's what it is. Tower Simulator 3 video out, and so that kind of caused issues for me, and I got behind. But good news is this is going to come out on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, so a little change to the content guide. But also on Wednesday will come out the second part of Tower Simulator, which was planned. Then Thursday, we'll be back on track with another episode of Millennial Farmer. Then Friday, we're going to do a little American Truck Sim. Let's unfolder here. Yeah. Alright, so Friday American Truck Sim, and then Saturday, actually, I forget what we're supposed to do. Maybe it's more Tower Simulator? I can't remember. But we should be back on track come Thursday. So super grateful for that. Sorry again that you had to wait another day. Just been very busy at work, and then if I have an issue with editing, I don't have any time built in to deal with an issue from editing. So that's just what it is. But anyway, let's get over here. Let's clear the current course. Okay. And then come up here, create job on field number 3. Course play field work. We're going to do 2 headlands. We're going to leave everything just how it was the last time we did it. Generate. Bigger the field, the longer it takes, but that's not too bad. And yes, the rows are up and down completely. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Also, sorry if you hear my dog in the background. It's thundering outside, and she thinks it's somebody coming to get us. So I'll try to take it out in editing, but there's only so much I can do. So this is field number 3. Let's pop up a new folder. Field 3. And save this course. Activate to harvesters. Alright. Let's we're not going to use auto drive again, or today anyways. First waypoint. He is the left one, and let's get the worker hired and start going. Let's hop into number 2 here. Get her on out to the right lane, and then we'll get our grain cart out, get our trailer over here, and hopefully be hauling bukus of corn. So, we had a very nice yield over here on the soybean field. Plans for next planting season is going to be, we're going to do corn and soybeans again. However, I'm going to swap the fields. So on the fields where we had soybeans, I'm going to put corn, and where we had corn, I'm going to put soybeans. Then after we finish that harvest, I'm going to open it up. I don't know if we're going to do some winter wheat or what else we're going to do, but we're going to do something else. So here we go. Back on up here. All right, lower down. Well, I messed up and I left. Oh. I messed up and I left swath dropping on, but I did that last time. It's been a minute since I did that one, so let's go into field 3 and 2 harvesters, load that course, and get out of here and back her up here. So that's where the first one is. Just close the auto drive and first waypoint, right, higher. All right. So here goes number 2. We got 1 and 2 in here. I don't know. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. Interesting way to get around the trees here. But we got stuff to do. We got to get the grain cart out here before they get full, hopefully. So let's get this bad boy on over there and see what we can get unloaded. So I don't know why, but I'm a huge beacon and hazard light guy. I don't know what it is, but I just think it's cool. So I just always turn them on. I just like to think, you know, back in the day when I worked in insurance, as an insurance agent, I would probably say, hey, you've got big pieces of machinery moving around that could hurt somebody very easily. Yeah, definitely turn your beacons on. Definitely turn your hazards on. Like, as much to warn people that you can do, the better. Oh, they're finishing. Oh, we got one starting to go all the way down. It looks like number 2 is finishing up here, right around the trees. So let's see if we can go chase number 1 down, because he'd be the one that is almost full before 2 would be. So yeah, they still got a little left over here, but pretty neat way to avoid the trees there. No, there's some stalks left over. I'm definitely going to have to go back around after we get finished and pick up these outliers. I always like to get the little ones. I mean, you know, it all could add up. Like I said, this swath, we're not doing anything with it this season. Next season, we'll probably start picking it up. making bales and stuff. But A, I don't have the equipment. B, that's just additional time it's going to take us, and I kind of want to progress a little faster in the series before we start doing that. But my philosophy is always like, if you can make more money off of stuff in your field, wouldn't it be worth doing it? I mean, I know you don't make tons of money off straw, but this much straw, you should be able to make tons of money. And for those of you on console, oh, look at this side right here. I'm not a huge fan of that. Looks, I don't know, blah. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But if it makes dollars, it makes sense, and we would make a lot. So that you console players who are like, hey, why are you doing corn and soybeans and getting straw? Well, I have on PC, there's a mod in the mod hub that is extended straw crops. And so soybeans and corn are part of that. Alright, so I have dried him out. So we get back up here to number 2 and get him out. So we got about 15,000 liters off that first run. No, don't run over. Don't run over. Ah, killed some corn there. Got crops destruction on. I mean, to me, now, the only time I make turn crop destruction off is like if for some reason these guys are not cooperating on courseplay or helper, and it's causing me to have to drive through the middle of the field or run over crops in order to catch up to them. Yeah, then I get it. All right, number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Austin Powers. Alright, let's unload this X9. I think this is going to go swimmingly. So, in the last episode, I didn't have 2 X9s. I had one X9 and one 9600, and the 9600 couldn't even get up to speed with a 45-foot header. It took forever, and so I ended up dropping it. Alright. There we go. We're just going to park this right here so we can get the semi over here. We're not going to go on this side, but I'm going to get the semi over by this field here. All right. As you can see, most everything's in John Deere colors. A couple of our, trucks are not, but also using the Millennial Farm logoed truck in this. I mean, stock trucks are not usually my favorite, but since it's got the logo, and honestly, we're just hauling to sell points and stuff, so it's not that big of a deal, right? Alright. So, we are going to park down here, down to this way. Kind of in the middle. Open up our cover here. We'll park here in the middle of the field. And here comes number 1. So let's watch old number 1 do its thing here. Of course, it doesn't have a number 1 on it because I bought it before I knew I'd have 2 of them. So yeah, this is a very nice field. Let's go up here and see what's going on. So yeah, nice and long field, long strips. I think that will improve our time here. Oh, just hit 50%. I could hear the beep for 50%. So 4 and 7 are harvested. We've got 3, 23, 2, and 1 left to harvest. We'll save 1 for last right there in front of the shop and the house. We'll move on to 23 after when it's ready. And actually, we may have to move to 2 and wait for 23 to get ready. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Let's also look at the yield here. So if you look, this one is not yielding near as good as the soybeans were. That's for sure. But that's okay. That's how it is. We inherited these fields the way they are. And I guess the farmer didn't fertilize or lime or whatever. Maybe because he knew he was moving. He wasn't going too hard on it. Who knows? But we can fix that. We can fix that yield for sure. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. So we've mulched 7 down here. So now I want to get a mulcher on 4. All right. So he's at 72. I think we need to go meet him with the grain cart since we're on the other side here. I really need to learn how to use that the mod where you can tab and remove the vehicles. So you just tab between the vehicles that you're actively using. I need to learn how to use that. I think that'll be a lot nicer for you guys. Also, I'm going to close this auto drive window. Also close the map. We don't need that. I do like the HUD up. I know there's a lot of content creators that don't leave the HUD up. But it's got information on it. And I need that information, I feel like. So I don't want to have to toggle it on and off all the time. So I am using my controller again today. This weekend I did not have time to reprogram the Hori farming simulator control system. Just didn't have time, man. I kind of caught up in Tower Sim 3. Had bought that game a while ago, played it a little bit, then got into something else and just left it. And wanted to do a series on it since Flight Simulator's not coming out till November, and I just don't want to start in 2020 with just a month or 2 to go, so we're just going to wait. Oh, yep, he's making his little pull aside so that we can unload. So I got into Tower Simulator, and I love it. It's so much fun. Once you learn how to play and how to phrase things and how everything works, man, it's a lot of fun. Go check out the episode, the new series. And speaking of, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed so far. We're getting close to that 100 goal. And for views, we have exceeded 30,000 views effective today. So thank you so much to everybody who has been here from the start, who has subscribed, shared, liked, commented. It's great. I feel really good. We're moving in the right direction, and better than I think. Doing better than I think we are, I guess I should say. So we'll flip around, get number 2 here. So we're pulling this with the, oh, maybe it is the 9R. The 9RT. Alright, let's get under the pipe here, Zach. Come on now. I missed the the pedals and for this part, because I can usually not have to adjust the cruise control, which is another mod I need to learn, is that extended cruise control. PC only again, sorry guys, but that one you can set like 3 settings, and you can set 3 different cruise control numbers and then swap between them very easily, and each time you don't have to go back and change the cruise control. But if I have my steering wheel back, the console actually has one of those like a wheel on it, and I use that for up and down cruise control speed, up and down, and then I click it to activate it, and it's just so super handy to have all 3 of those actions in one little thing when you want to adjust it. So we've got 78% full on this bad boy, so we're going to dump it in the truck here, and probably have to take the truck and go do a dump with it. Kind of a bummer about the yield, especially because this field did so good. But again, we inherited it. It's all good. This is just like extra money, really, because we haven't really put any input into it. Yep, filled it up, and we still have 26%. So I move that down there. Let's close the cover on this and go get a dump. After we'll get back, we'll do a little bit of a time lapse for you guys, and get back into it. I love this trailer. The John Deere on it. I mean, the case is cool too. Cool case paint job and stuff. I'm just a John Deere guy, so I mean, I gotta go with this trailer, right? Look how cool that looks, especially with the grain cart being green and everything. Beast. Alright. So we'll pull up here. I really miss the Farming Simulator 19 the silo system and how you could work it. That thing was so cool, man. I was bummed when I heard that wasn't coming back, and again, this is my favorite map on 19. Not so much 22, but I do like the map. I like the idea of the map, I guess, and the layout of the fields and stuff. But I just feel like 19 Mapper's Paradise did like so much more. And I feel like in this version they just converted it as easily as possible. Don't get me wrong. I know that converting a map's no easy thing. No, I can't do it. You know, I'm just saying, you know, my opinion is that in 19 it was amazing, and I thought it would, I think you could have made it even more amazing in 22, and that's not what happened. I feel like it kind of backslid instead of improve. I understand, you know, you don't want the exact duplicate. You want to make changes on it, but the changes should be for the good. Just the other farms and using like default sheds and default houses and stuff like that, it just takes away from, you know, what it looked like before. Oh yeah, look at that pH value is bad in this field. That's one reason we don't. There's 1 and 2 over there. One still doesn't have his pipe out yet, so we have a good chance of catching him before he has to stop. And of course, they're finishing up the 2 headlands. So once they get done with these headlands, I'll start on the up and down. So we'll go unload these 2. Then we'll get into a bit of a time lapse. And then we'll come back and go from there. Oh, number 1, we're coming for you. There's some wheat over there, it looks like. Some wheat. Wheat. Old Zach Johnson joke there. Wheat. He cracks me up. If you guys haven't watched his channel on YouTube, listened to his podcast and stuff, I really hate that his podcast, the Off the Husk podcast, loved that podcast. Loved it. Like, it was just him and his friends telling stories and having a good time, drinking, you know. I don't know what changed that. You know, maybe he just got too busy and had too much going on, because he also, you know, does, you know, other interviews with radio shows, and he has his agriculture podcast going on. I mean, he's got a lot of irons in the fire, so I can kind of understand. I just hope it wasn't the fact that, I don't know, it wasn't really agriculture related per se. Like, the guests would be agriculture related, but the stories didn't necessarily have to be agriculture related. And so they were pretty, sometimes, especially as you get further in the episode, get funnier and funnier. I hope, you know, that fact isn't what made them, you know, not do the show anymore. Like, I hope nobody, like, tried to cancel them or something over it, and that's why they stopped doing it. I don't know, I never heard the reason, but, yeah, make sure you follow the Minnesota Millennial Farmer. I know Apple Podcasts has their podcast. YouTube has tons of videos from him. And Randy, his friend, has his own channel. There's a lot of really good content, and you learn a lot about farming, which has really helped me with this game. This game, I know the help section's a lot better than it used to be, but there's still so much that you need to know about farming to understand, like, why do you do this and how does this do this and stuff. There's a lot to learn, and so learning it from the farmer, an actual farmer who makes it light, like, breaks it up. It's not like mundane, same thing over and over again. He tells his dad jokes and stuff. Very funny, I thought. Alright, so we got him. We're going to go dump this into the semi. Take that up, dump it, and we'll be back as we'll do a time lapse, and then we'll be back as these 2 bad boys continue harvesting that corn.
to my old hometown, picking up the years I'll leave behind. Getting in my car, I drive as memories fly by.
Alright, welcome back from the time lapse. Figured I'd bring you out. We're finishing this land right here. So we'll be moving in the second land, and that's all we'll have for this film. That'll be it. So, man, I got the grain cart super full. I was trying to give you guys a look at the grain cart, a little bit of driving in the semi, and then kind of up and down with the harvester. So, kind of neglected the grain cart for one unload into the semi, but it's all good. Okay, so we'll turn the grain cart off as we I wish I could cut right across there, man. It'd be so much easier, but we can't. So we're going to go the way we came. Put our cover on here. Those harvesters are all the way up there. They're going to end up coming all the way back down here. Oh, well, actually, one's already started the second land. Hey, are you leaving this? Maybe they'll get it at the end. I don't know. But there's at least one swath here for them. Interesting. It's all good. We'll take the semi. Do a dump real quick. And get it back, hopefully, before they need to be unloaded with the grain cart. This is definitely a longer drive than what it was earlier, but man, it's so much better having this semi. Now, I could have had two semis set up, you know, maybe even auto drive. Speaking of, I need to see if the auto drive guys come out with a course for this yet, because man, that would be game changing for me. Auto drive's not my strength. I got course play down. I understand course play pretty well. Auto drive and getting it to work with course play, not so much. Auto drive and making nice tracks and stuff like that on the roads and stuff, not so much. I get the idea behind it. I don't know, maybe I don't have the patience for it. But it'd be great if I can find one from the auto drive guy or somebody else. So if you know of anybody who has an auto drive course for this, let me know in the comments or hit me up at pcsimguy@gmail.com. There we go. Front is unloaded. Rear is unloading as we speak. I wish you could kind of unload them at the same time. That would save so much time. Now, realistically, probably don't do that, cause I mean, I guess it depends. Maybe if you're at one of those big, you know, grain elevators, maybe those augers can handle dumping both at the same time. I had meant to get the mulcher started here on this field, the last soybean field we did, and I got so caught up in auto drive and in course play and getting everything, you know, keeping everything moving, that I forgot to take a little time and do that. So when we get in the next field, we'll go ahead and get it started on this field and then move her on over here to this cornfield after she's done with it. I'm trying to see if I can see. It's about halfway, maybe over halfway. Alright, let's get this turned on so she can start dumping. Get back in the cab. Fill on up, buddy. 20,000 liters there. And she's empty. Cool. Now, well, actually, before I drive all the way down there, let's see. Oh, yeah, 92%. Definitely going to need me. Let's get it going. This Dimco grain cart can hold so much, man. It's unreal. Like, even this 9RT has problem pulling it when it's over halfway full. I mean, it doesn't have a problem, but you can tell it's trying hard to pull it. Okay, so is he going to pick up this end? Oh, that looks like what he's doing. I wonder where number 2's going to go. Well, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. There's usually number 2 will... Well, maybe number 2 will come over here. Maybe it isn't wide enough. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be just short. There we go. Want to unload on the go. A mod for 25 that would be great is if you could designate, like, this is the grain cart, or if you could have it to where you could see the percentage of each harvester that you have running somewhere in your window, or hit a keybind and see it. That'd be awesome. So if you're working your grain cart, you kind of know how far each of them are without either tabbing over to it or driving over to it, for lack of a better term. Drive all the way over to see if it even needs a dump. Now let's go see if we can get him to unload 2. And they'll be starting off a new land completely empty, almost. That should be good for us, because they'll go down the middle of that over there, and I don't think we'll have to chase them through until they come out the other end. So we're going to watch where they go. Pretty sure where they're going to go, but just to make sure, we're going to keep an eye on them. And I may just bring the grain cart after we empty it back down to this end of the field. So there we go. Number 2 is emptied. I may even try and get number 1 to empty again, just to clean her out completely. Yeah, she's done. Alright, so we're going to let those guys keep doing their thing. We'll get this to finish dumping into the semi, get the semi back. Let's see what we're looking at so far in yield wise. I got to go down to productions for this one. So in corn, we're at 160,000 liters. We can hold 6 million in there. We're at 160,000, and we can get some propane at some point and turn it into dry corn and make more money off of it. We're definitely going to go do the dry corn. Oh shoot. I thought that was still dumping while we got in here. But they're taking their dandy time working back to the other end of the field, so now we'll turn that off. We'll go dump this. So 160,000 plus 40. We're going to be right at 200,000. Oh, actually, we're going to go up this way instead of coming down to the bottom of the field. I think this might be a little bit faster. But yeah, we'll be at 200,000 liters. We will get some propane. I think in next episode we start off with getting the propane put into the dryer. We're coming up on noon here in August. We are running 2-day months, but this first month, August, of course, started. So it's just going to be 1 day. But that means this field right here, it's still green, should be ready to harvest by then. And then we can really get into some work. We've got a lot to do. We've got lime to put down. We've got tillage to do. We're not going to do any plowing this go round. Kind of thinking about plowing one or two fields each year and just rotating that so that we kind of get them plowed, but we don't have to plow them all at once, you know? Alright, let's... Oh, what did I hit there? There's nothing there to hit. But yeah, we've got lime tillage. We're not going to put fertilizer down until after we plant because we're going to do anhydrous. I've got the side dresser toolbar ready, purchased. So that'll be cool. Alright, let's back them on up. Head back over to the field there. We're going to try and hold on to all of this crop for 6 months. We have who left the course and stopped? Why are you guys stopping the course? What the heck? And 2 is blocked by 1. We're going to have to figure out this cluster over here. Maybe what we do is move 1 out of the way and let 2 kind of see if it can find its way. So we're going to turn that off right here. Okay, so yeah, he did the same thing too. I don't know what that's all about. But I'm going to try to make my best guess here of where the middle is. It's got to be this alright, let's see if I can figure nearest waypoint. Okay. Okay. And this guy will be to the right of that. I don't know why. I really think this island has something to do with it. Yeah, there he goes. All right. So that ended up working for us. Now let's get back in the semi, get it back. Empty out the rest of the grain cart so he's ready to go when we're called. But yeah, some sort of alert from, I know the beacon lights turn their beacon lights on, lets you know, but man, they could be far away in the American fields. They're so big they can be far away. So that doesn't help as much in those instances. So some sort of mod where it lets you know what percentage your harvesters are at. Alright, we're going to turn that bad boy off. Oh. No, I got out of you. Alright, we'll have to walk over here to get it going. Oh, that was the end of it. Okay. We're going to go down here and meet up with number 1. Just to see if we can get some out of him, and 2, and then bring it back over here. I think I'm pretty close to the middle on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like exactly where they needed to go. And while we get down here, I want to check the weather. Did install. We've got the John Deere RTX station set up as our weather station, so it will be pretty accurate. And yeah, September rain, October rain, November nothing, December. Yeah, so this geo is definitely just a normal US geo, because really it would be snow October, snow November, snow December, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what's happening here. We got rain. But we got a lot of tillage work and stuff to do to get prepared, because as you can see here in March, we're still got snow. April, still snow. Really, it's May when you can plant, and you got to go May to August basically. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm pretty sure the geo was changed. Again, that's a FS19 and the seasons mod term, but that's just what I call it. The geo that says, hey, this is where we are, and this is what our weather's like, and the ground's like, and all this other stuff. A geo matters. And this one's saying it's not going to start snowing until November, December. Well, that's not really what happens up there. Again, another reason it's like, I wish, Alright, he's turning around. He's got his pipe out because he knows he's almost full. I'm going to stick this pipe in just so we don't hit the X9 while we're going by him, because this is a tight squeeze. And here we go, unloading one. I also only chose the default grain tank on both of these harvesters. I figured that's something, if we want to, we can upgrade at some point. It definitely, I wouldn't have to chase it with the grain cart that much, that's for sure. But man, you get 2 of those huge tanks unloaded, that gets this thing like 3/4 full, if I remember correctly. And that is a lot. This thing full is going to take at least 2 semi-trailers to get it out of here. Alright, number 1 is done. Backing our way up to number 2 here. and number 2's dumping. What we're going to do is actually leave the grain cart right here, and I'll bring the semi over this way, and instead of this driving there, then driving back. So we can top off the truck, get it dumped. Yeah, it looks like we've got 1, 2, maybe 3 more up and downs. 3 more rounds here. And then we just need to finish up all the piggy parts. So we'll do